Guys, welcome to Explore Updates. Hold on. This is 2025, and I noticed that a whole lot of people have been writing their international resume in a wrong format. Someone showed me up to 5 pages of resume. I was like, are you writing about your family history? Are you trying to tell your employer every details about your life that you're writing up to 5 pages? No. Your international resume is not supposed to be like that. You want to go straight to the point. You want to make it look so professional. You don't want to include unnecessary detail. They don't need that. They don't care about that. They just want you to tell them about you, little about you, professionally about you. So they're not interested in your daily activities, things you like doing. No, they're not interested in that. So you want to provide something that is clear, straight to the point, generally accepted, and professional. So that is why I'm making up my time today to show you step by step on how to write your international resume. All right, so I want to start by talking about what an international resume is. So, international resume is a document that showcase your experience, your skills, and your achievements. And you want to place it in a format that works across borders. It has to be clear, professional, and globally understandable. In a way that some employers from different culture can be able to, understand what you can do and your professional status. So, what are the steps we want to consider? The first step you have is going to be your contact information. The first thing you do, you write your contact information. Now, you want to write your full name. You want to write your professional title. I'll also explain what I mean by this professional title with an example. Then you want to write your international phone number. Remember, you're writing international resume. So, international phone number. Now, take notes on this particular phone number you're writing about. You want to include your country code. Don't just write, for instance, those in Nigeria 0805. No, your code +234. So try to know your country code so that you can include it in your phone number. Then, if you have like a LinkedIn account, it's not bad if you include your LinkedIn URL, like your profile URL on your resume. It's not bad. Then your email address, use a professional email, not those raggedy one. Create yourself a professional email. As time goes on, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Then, if you have like a website, it will not be bad, if you include your website on that your contact information. So that's the first step. Now let's go to the second step, the professional summary. On this particular professional summary, you don't need to overwrite. You don't need to feed them with lots of information, just 3 to 4 lines. 3 to 4 lines. You don't need to write a big paragraph. No, 3 to 4 lines. Going straight to the point, telling them what you can do. Then, point number 3, write about your key skills. When highlighting these key skills, you can use bullet points. If you look at my screen, you will see it here. Example SEO. You see the bullet point there, dots, dots, dots. That's the bullet point. Now, there's something I want you to pay attention on the skills. Before you apply for any job, make sure you know the skills they need for that job. Make sure you know the skills they need for that job. Then, when writing your resume, make sure you include those skills as part of the skills you have. You can have 100% of the skills, but it shouldn't go below 80% of it. Because that is the thing that I'm much interested in, your skills. So pay attention to that. Check the skills they need, then include it in your skills. You can have more than 10 or 20 resume according to the things you know you can do and your skills. Then the next step, step number 4, your work experience. Your work experience. So on this work experience is very, very important. You want to focus on results, not just duties. They want to see the impact you had on your previous job. So don't tell them story of, oh, I've been doing this, doing that. Tell them what you achieved. Tell them what you did, like your achievement in your previous job. Now look at this example I have here. Digital marketing manager, XYZ agency, like the company you worked for. Then the duration, January 2021 to May 2024. Remember I said focus on results, not on duties. Did you see these results? Led 5 global ad campaigns across trade content as a digital marketing manager. Then you increase website traffic by 180% in 60 months. Train and manage a remote team for 8 marketers. You are focusing more on your results, not just duties. So that's what you need to consider when you are writing about your work experience. Now, step 5, you want to write about your education and certification. Your education and certification, place it in a fine manner. BSc, for instance, you have your BSc in mass communication, tell them the university or the institution where acquired the result or the certificates or stuff. BSc Mass Communication, University of Lagos, then certificate in digital marketing, Google, you tell them where you obtained that from, or Coursera, you know, Google Coursera and stuff like that. So now talking about the format, this is how your formats need to be. Remember, I've given you the steps. Let's talk about the format and things you need to avoid. I'm sorry the video is a bit long, but this is educational video. I want you to pay attention and I want to explain it the way you will understand. I don't want to rush it. Please watch to the end. All right, now talking about the formats, look at how you can place it. Remember, we made mention of your contact information. So I have an example here. Look at this, Austin Linda. And I said about your title. Remember what we said here, professional title. Now look at this example here. Austin Linda, digital marketing specialist. That is the professional title. Then your location, Lagos, Nigeria. Then email address, your phone number. Did you see what I talked about on the phone number? Your code 234. Now I wanted to look at this email, this your address. Did you see number 5 Ojo Elegba Street, Lagos? Number 10 Ikorodu Street, Lagos. Forces Avenue, number 5 Forces Avenue, Port Harcourt. Ibari Ogwa, Owerri. No. Just tell them your location and your country. When I'm talking about location, just your state and country. Just your state and country. You don't need to, write your home address. No. On your resume, you don't need that. You see the professional summary, very straight to the point. Just 3 lines. You're good to go. Look at this example we are using here. Very simple. You don't need to bombard them with lots of information. Straight to the point. Because your ability to summarize things you do in a short format also prove your skill. It's part of a skill. So it's part of your skill, sorry. Ability to summarize it very short and straight to the point is also part of your skills. Now, your skill, the key skills. I'm going you to look at this format the way I present it. Did you see that? Your contact information, your professional summary. Having those subtitles is not bad. You can add up those subtitles, it's not bad. Then your key skills, mention them in a bullet point. Did you see that? Your key skills. Then your work experience, just like I told you. Did you see the now your company name, global health, remote, the countries you achieve it, you see, the duration and stuff like that. Present it like this because you're looking for this is international job. Tell them you have done international duties before now. This is not your first time of doing something like that. Prove to them because that's what they want to see. They want to see that you've done something like that before. You are not coming to learn from them because they're looking for professionals. So you see, tell them the locations, the things you've done, and your achievement. You see the achievement, tell them your achievement. Even if you don't have that international experience, tell them where you did the stuff, like the countries where you did the stuff, and tell them your achievement. From your achievement, they know if you can do that. Then your education and your certification, tell them what you know, the will I say the degree you obtain and the institution you obtain the degree from and the year you obtain those degree. Then same thing with the certificate you have. Tell them the certificate, the title of the certificate you have, and the year and the institution where you do that, where you obtain those certificates. Now, very important. This is going to be like your extras, your language. Include language because most of them, one of the requirements in most of them will be um, how fluent you are in English. How fluent you are in English. Then, if you have other languages, you are fluent in, it's going to be an advantage on you to also add them up because most of them will require some such language. So now another thing you want to do is like some of the volunteer job you did. So they want to see some of the things. These are options, but trust me, they go a long way in a CV. Some of these international companies would want to see your willing, will I say your willing spirit? Yeah, spirit to assist others. They want to see that how you are willing to assist others. So including some of the volunteering job you did is not bad at all. So try it. So we have seen how we can get ourselves an award winning international resume. Remember the skill, remember the steps. Don't forget the steps. Your contact information, your professional summary, your key skills, your work experience, your education and certification. You can always take the video back to watch them, pause and take note of all those points I just mentioned. Now lastly, let's go to the things you need to avoid. So in your resume, you don't need to include all the details of your reference. No, you don't need to include the details. You can just reference on request. Reference on request, just add it there. Remember, you're working with 2 pages. You don't want to fill up the 2 pages with all unnecessary informations. No, focus on the things that are very, very important. Things are very important. Your skills, very important. Like I said, always check your skills before getting your resume ready for that particular job. Creating a resume for a particular job, all the jobs you're applying for, is not bad. You can use different resume in different jobs. It's not bad. So avoid including the details of your reference. Just add them. Just add you tell them you supply it to them on request. So including personal details that are not needed. They don't need those personal details. What they care about is your skills, not your personal identity. So avoid age, gender, marital status, religion, nationality, unless they request for your nationality. If they don't request for that, No need of, don't add them in your resume. They don't care about that. Now, using a generic objective statement. Okay, look at this example. Looking for a challenging position where I can grow. For real? Are they coming to train you? Tell them your strengths. Use a professional summary. Instead of that, highlight your strengths. Tell them what you can do, your special ability, what you can bring to the table. They don't want to start training a baby. They want someone who is a professional and knows what he or she is doing. So don't just tell them challenge looking for a challenging problem. No, where you can grow. Grow about what? They want you to have impact and contribute, not to build you like not to baby you. Now, remember something I said when I'm talking about your your work experience. It's better you list your duties instead of sorry, list your achievement instead of duties. I'm working as a this is working as that. No, tell them what you have been able to achieve. Help them understand that if I employ you, this is what you help me, just like you did in your previous job. Trust me, that will add like a big bonus to you. They want to know the impact you will have in their company and how you continue to the growth of their company. That's why they want to say your previous achievement. Now, another thing you have to avoid your local jargons or slogan. For instance, you are applying for international job and you're telling them, I just completed my NYSC. Who knows about NYSC? But there's a way you can present it for them to know that it's a national something that you have to do in your country as a graduate. So you can use them like completed National Youth Service Corps. Sorry, Youth Service Corps. Something like that is more presentable than telling them I'm an ex-copper. What is ex-copper? Who cares about that? Who knows about ex-copper? So focus on that. Don't You're writing something internationally accepted, not locally accepted or nationally accepted. So you want to use terms that are internationally recognized. Then things you think you need to add up, like this national service corps of a thing, you explain it to them. Just like in that bracket, you see Nigeria's graduate program. Help them to understand that. So another thing you want to avoid is you want to avoid some typing errors and bad formatting. Make sure that your spellings are correct. Make sure that your spellings are correct and avoid using different form of format. You are using italics, you are using bold. No, focus on one format and make it done. Okay. Then on the type of let me talk about the length. Don't make it too long, 1 or 2 pages. Don't make it too long, 1 or 2 pages. You are good to go. So they don't have the time to flip over. Now, I want to tell you something why choosing their when working on your skills, why using the skills they listed on that job is very important. Now, most of these international companies they use AI in sorting for resume and stuff like that. They use AI, and in this AI, those AIs are looking for some prompts, some keywords according to their skills. So the AI will pick the prompt they already will I say the prompt they already arrange it to accept, or the prompt they already programmed it to accept. And those prompts are found in their skills. So they're much interested in someone that have those skills. So they will program that AI to pick those resume with those skills. So that is why you want to look at the skills they already listed there and make sure that your resume contain those skills, so that when they're using AI to pick, AI will quickly pick up your resume, and that would be a nice stuff for you. So guys, this is what I have for you today. Make use of this information. I'm so sorry it's long, but I have to explain it in a fine way. Make use of this information and you see yourself writing an award winning resume. So if you need further information, don't fail to comment on the comment section and tell me what you need on those aspects. I will try my best to help you. Don't forget to share, don't forget to like, and don't forget to invite people to come to this channel. Trust me, you have wonderful information to benefit from this channel. All right, see you in the next video. Thank you.